It's June 21st, 2022, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and it's the first day of summer. Hooray for air conditioning. Millions of Americans celebrated Juneteenth over the weekend. Celebrations included traditional Juneteenth activities, such as Googling, "What is Juneteenth?" and then Googling, "Am I a racist if I Googled what is Juneteenth?" Sunday on CNN's Reliable Sources, which is a TV show I first learned about 2 seconds ago, reporter John Harwood defended President Biden's mental capacity by saying the gears of his mind are working. Unfortunately, Biden's bicycle gears are not. The Food and Drug Administration approved the first ever COVID-19 vaccine for infants and preschoolers, but there's still no vaccine for the cooties. Representative Adam Kinzinger of Illinois said the next presidential election is going to be a mess. Sources say Kinzinger's nickname on Capitol Hill is Captain Obvious, or the doofus from Illinois. And whilst we're on the subject of politics, former politician Hillary Rodham Clinton revealed to the Financial Times that when she met Vladimir Putin in 2010, he was very sexist. And while technically that's not a war crime, yet, sexism will get him banned on social media. We got you, sir. We got you. Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for bravely revealing something completely obvious. The Iowa Supreme Court on Friday said that abortion is not protected by the state's constitution, which makes sense considering their constitution is just a recipe for mayonnaise. The heat is on for much of the United States. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard is covering the nationwide heat wave.
I get it. Sticking your head in the freezer is not necessarily the most efficient way to stay cool. But can you blame me? Much of the United States is in the midst of a heat wave right now. We're talking temperatures in the 90s that feel like they're in the hundreds, and temperatures in the hundreds that feel like Dante just discovered a new layer of hell and wants to tell everyone about it. And of course, as temperatures go up, so do your utility bills because you gotta stay cool somehow. Fortunately, I've discovered some novel ways to stay cool without breaking the bank. For example, that's not even my freezer. And this isn't even my apartment. Don't ask any questions. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard. That feels good.
Thank you, Tim. My cat Malachi also likes to stay cool by jumping into the freezer. Last week, Matthew McConaughey released a heart-wrenching short film where he pleads with Congress to pass gun control. The film is called How to Lose a Gun in 10 Days. On Wednesday, U.S. Customs and Border officers near Temecula, California, seized 27 pounds of meth hidden in a child's booster seat. The parents are left wondering where they went wrong. Elon Musk, the super billionaire who says he wants to buy Twitter to protect free speech, fired several of his employees who wrote an open letter that criticized him. Musk told the employees, in his words, "No, not that kind of free speech." Louisville police are searching for the man who punched Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher on Saturday. If you have any information on the identity of this unknown puncher, please call Louisville. A scooter driver in New York City hit a 2-year-old boy as he walked with his father on the Lower East Side. I guess the Lower East Side just got even lower. In some Sketchworks comedy news, come to our all-new sketch show, Those Were the Days. That was a phase, June 24th and 25th. That's this Friday and Saturday, assuming you're watching this the week of June 20th. At the Village Theater in Atlanta. Go to sketchworkscomedy.com for tickets and info. Also, there is still time and space to sign your funny kids up for our July sketch comedy summer camp at the Village Theater. Preteens and teens. Here's Education Director Maria Liatis with all the info.
Sketchworks comedy summer camps are back and in person. During our 2-week camp, kids will play improv games, create funny characters, and write sketches for their own original comedy show. Not excited yet? Campers will also shoot a professionally produced video sketch and premiere it at their showcase. Also included, a show poster, camp t-shirts, awards, and a pizza party. Let's get back into comedy. Sketchworks, cranking out the funny.
Go to sketchworkscomedy.com to sign up your offspring today. And I am so happy to announce the now legally ruled Grease parody, Vape the Musical, will make its triumphant return to the stage at the Village Theater in Atlanta in October. More details are coming soon. Keep up with all things Sketchworks by liking us on Facebook, following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel, and, we're also on Twitter, but whatever. And there's your Sketchworks comedy news. Come to think of it, that was more of a gratuity. The European Space Agency, or ESA, announced they will visit an asteroid in September 2024 in the hopes of learning what options might be available to defend the Earth from the possibility of an asteroid threat. At present, our only defense is an arrowhead shooting dots. Explorers in Oregon have discovered part of a 17th century Spanish galleon, which inspired the Goonies pirate ship. Sources say Corey Feldman has made a bid to host a new reality show about the ship's discovery, which no one will watch. A soon-to-be groom robbed a store in the UK after losing the wedding money on a cryptocurrency scam. Because spending $50,000 on cryptocurrency is a scam, but spending $50,000 on a part-time DJ and a dress that sits in your attic is a tradition. The people in charge of the Alabama state pension system say they've lost some money due to turmoil in the stock market. That's what happens when you invest in instant grits. After collapsing dead, a woman in Russia was then eaten by her 20 pet cats. The cats said she tasted like tuna and loneliness. That can't be true. Cats don't eat people. Or do they? Let's check in with Malachi and Winston. That can't be a good sign. A bus driver accused of driving while high on THC in Connecticut says he didn't know the gummy candy he was eating were actually edibles. Police didn't buy that excuse. They did, however, buy his excuse that he thought he was drinking water when he was actually drinking Coors Light. Projected to bring in over $85 million at the box office, Disney's Lightyear brought in only $51 million for its opening weekend. Why was that? Because most moviegoers are like me. No Tim Allen, no Buzz Lightyear. In late-night news, President Biden appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live and discussed his predecessor. Former President Clinton appeared on The Late Late Show with James Corden and discussed aliens at Area 51. And Al Gore was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, where they played Scrabble. President and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden headed out of town for a beach holiday with first cat Willow. I hope they don't let Willow out of that crate when she's hungry. The San Diego Zoo welcomed its first aardvark birth in over 40 years, because even aardvarks don't want to have sex with aardvarks. Except for Arthur's mom. Yeah. In divorce news, jackass Johnny Knoxville has filed for divorce from his wife, Naomi Nelson. SNL's Kenan Thompson has filed for divorce from Christina Evangeline. And Google's Sergey Brin has filed for divorce from Nicole Shanahan. At one time, they were in love. And now, that love has faded. To everything, turn. There is a season. Turn, turn, turn. A time of love. A time of hate. A time to marry. A time to call a lawyer. Turn, turn, turn. Hear more of my upcoming album, Brian Sings the Birds, wherever CDs and cassettes are sold. So, basically, Goodwill. A dozen children were served floor sealant instead of milk at an elementary school summer camp in Alaska. Now, I once drank floor sealant on a dare when I was a kid, and look how I turned out. They'll be fine. And drop dead sexy. And that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to Arthur's mom for me.